What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a hot minute since we uploaded a video, but if you guys don't know, me and my fiance Rikita, we bought our house. This was our first house that we did together. Again, this is not our forever home. We're working on our second home and stuff like that. But again, while we're still in this house, while we're still living here, we want to just kind of make this our home. Because again, like, you know, it's still ours. We're not going to get rid of it. But at the same time, we still want to make it cozy and make it cool. One thing I'm like really fond of is lights and LEDs and lights, and like it's just super fun, just kind of lighting up the whole house and everything like that. Again, Christmas time is fun, lighting up the whole house, but taking it down is always a pain. But I wanted something a little bit more year round. So kept looking and looking. Again, you can do LED strips and all that stuff, but I wanted something really cool that's permanent, that's outdoor, can hold up to the weather and temperatures. Because here in Texas, again, it still does get a little cold, and sometimes single digits if we're lucky. It's as close as we're gonna get. After looking for it quite some time, we came across the Govee outdoor permanent lights, and again, it's probably the best thing I've done to the house so far. I love it. It's been amazing, and it works super easy. The app is super easy to use and everything like that. But today I'm gonna actually show you guys on how it looks and how to wire it and stuff like that. To basically tips and tricks that I came across that definitely helps me, and that helped me to put up on our house. And if you guys are interested into the product, again, it's gonna be linked down from the description, so check it out. Again, they have it in 100 foot and 150 foot. We ended up buying the 100 foot because you could still buy the 50 foot, and don't really think we need the whole 100 foot because even when I did the Christmas lights, I used probably 150, 200 feet just for the whole house. So I think we'll be good. All right, so this is how the Govee permanent outdoor lights come in. This beautiful box. Again, Govee, I have numerous products around their house, using multiple of their products, and I'll show you that, guys. Show you that later. But today we're focusing on the outdoor lights. So again, it's pretty cool. It comes with their individual pods, and again, you can do themes, colors, changes, and stuff like that. So year round, depending on whatever holidays, you can change up for Valentine's Day, game days, supporting your favorite sports teams, etc. And for Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, every little holiday. Super cool, super fun, basically lights up the whole neighborhood. Everybody loves it. All right, so in the box, you will have a power supply, and then you will have enough lights for the 100 feet. Again, it's super cool, super easy on how to do this. You do need a power supply, like a power source to plug this into, and I'm gonna show you that exactly how I did mine. So again, you have this big power supply, and it's just a normal 110, just plugs into any of the outlets. So if you have one in the attic, or you can have an electrician come out, or if you're pretty handy with electrical, you can put one outside. And then all the lights are pretty cool. And they're just like this, and it comes with the 3M adhesive, just like that you'll peel off and you'll stick to your house. So we're gonna plug these babies up, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks, and we'll get it going. One of the cool things is the way these lights are connected are basically just like this. So like they have these outdoor weatherproof seal connectors. Basically, it's just a quick plug. That way you can do that. You could buy the extensions, stuff like that, but I'm gonna show you guys that you do not need to buy additional extensions. It does come with one of the extensions, and they also come with extra adhesives and some securing mounts. I personally wasn't fond of this mount. You could use this if you're gonna use a nail gun. That'll be the easiest way. But if you're gonna use a screw, this was not my favorite. I'm not gonna open up the second box yet because I just want to show you guys with this here. I do want to talk to a little bit about these are directional, meaning once you have it to the power source, you cannot, if you were to extend this, you can definitely cut and extend this wires. So I'm gonna show you guys today as well. But you guys, it has to be in the same exact order that it's going. Like, for example, if you cut here, you have to put the bridge here and then use this other end to connect it. You cannot just use another random piece that you cut because it won't work. They are directional, so you want to keep in mind of that. Found that out the hard way. So I got the power supply connected already to the power, and basically you're just going to connect it. Again, there are arrows on both ends, so you know which way they go. Just like that, and as you see, they're already lit up. So you can use the controller to turn it off. That's turning it on. And again, they have the Govee app, which is super easy, where all the themes and everything are to change the colors and everything. So a lot of times this on your house, again, you're not gonna be able to, if you have some roof arches, you want to make it look pretty. You want to actually make it seamless, not having exposed wirings and stuff like that, exposed LEDs, just run on the side of your house or anything like that. And I'll show you that because one of my neighbors actually did that, and it doesn't look the best. It looks a little tacky. What I like to do is I like to cut it and I do an extension of some wires, basically so that way it just looks clean, and you can tuck the wires along the shingles, or you can poke it through your roof however you want it, depending on the ease of access and your skills. We wanted to share with you, so like basically it is connected to power, and then basically what we're going to do is halfway through these LEDs on one of the strands, we're just going to make a cut. We're just going to put a cut here onto this wire, and then we're going to add a wire extension onto this. And again, there's numerous ways you guys can do the wire extensions. I'm gonna share with you the easiest and the ones that I found that I really like, because you can solder it, you can use wire nuts. There's numerous ways you can do it, but again, I look at the most easiest and time effectiveness, because soldering and all that other stuff takes a lot more time. So what I ended up buying was these Wago connectors. Super cool, super easy. Basically, again, everything that I'm showing you guys today is gonna be listed in the description, so check all that stuff out. So with this, the way the Wagos work, it's like a quick bridge. So you open it on both sides, and then you feed the wire here, and it'll act as an extension. And once you put the wire in, you just close it. It'll be nice and snug. So, and I have some wire right here. I have 3 colors. I have black, yellow, and blue, just for the testing purposes, so I can show you guys. Again, I do recommend using a thicker gauge. I ended up using 14 gauge throughout my house. Basically, thicker the wire, the better conductivity it is. This is actually a 24 gauge, but again, you want to be careful because the wires are very thin on this. Found that out the hard way, so I'm kind of sharing you from my experience of all this. I'm just going to disconnect this from the power source, because any time like you deal with power, you just kind of want to just disconnect that stuff, especially when you're cutting it. So we're just gonna disconnect this guy right there. All right, so we're good there. All right, and then now we just do a little snippy snip. What I like to do is always try to cut it in the middle, if I can, just so I have enough slack. So just cut that off right there. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but the wire is actually very thin. So again, I cut it this way. Remember, like I said, it's directional, so you want to keep it that way. So on the bottom of this, there's a couple, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's one that has a gray stripe, and the middle one has letters, and the third one has blanks. So that way you kind of know which one is which. So what I do is I split these up a little bit. That would have a little bit of flexibility. So that's the first end. And basically, you'd want to do this if you have like roof pitches where you would have to put an extension where it looks clean. And this is the other end, so I'm just prepping it as well. Basically, you want to make sure with LEDs that the same colors and the words and the blank one, they all line up to the same exact one. So that's why I have wires with 3 different colors, just so this is easier. Again, as this says, it's 22, as the wires say, it's 24 gauge. I don't like using that gauge. So what I like to do, I like to go towards 18 onto my strippers, and basically just kind of snip it, peel it off. Because as the wires are very thin for the wires, and definitely don't like using it. Don't want to go too thin on it, and then basically just kind of strip them off and just make your connections. All right, so now we got all those connected. All right, so now we're just going to put in our extension. So again, we have our 2 ends that we cut in half, and with the Wago clips. So this wire is a good 10 feet extension.
So I'm just, or a good 6 feet actually, yeah. So I've already had these stripped and connected right here. And again, they're with the wiring with this, it's low voltage wiring. So with LEDs are always low voltage. And that's why they come to the transformer just to regulate it. So, if I were you, if you guys were to do this, I would get some 3 wires, like a ribbon cable. Again, everything's gonna be linked down below. This is just for testing purposes. 3-wire ribbon cable, and to use this as well. This one was too thin of a gauge, and I didn't want to use it. Alright, so now we have our 3 wires. Again, you're just going to connect it this way. Like I said, you want to make sure on the back of this, there's 3 versions. There's one that's a gray stripe, one that has letters, one that's blank. So you want to keep the same consistency on everything as you're wiring it. Which is why I was recommending if you do like a ribbon cable, because there'll be 3 colors that come with it. So this, again, I'm just going to be the blank one. I'm just going to use blue. Just again, testing. Do that. Yellow one is going to be the one with the words. Close it. And then the black one is going to be the stripe one. Again, the wires are the same. You just want to make sure you copy the same side on the other end. Alright, so the black, I did this one, which is the yellow was the letters, and the blue was the blank one. Alright, just kind of verified, the blue is the blank one, yellow one is the one with the letters, and the black one is the one with the gray stripe. Again, so this is, I created a split connection, right? We're gonna plug this into power, plug it back into power. Alright. And we'll turn it back on. And as you see, all the LEDs, even from where I made this connection, they're all working. So you can definitely do this. It's super easy. Again, it just takes time. Turn that off with the camera adjusts. All right, so it definitely takes time. So again, what I recommend is these Wago clips. Again, everything's gonna be linked down in the description. As you can see, everything, here's the extension where I cut it, and here's the other end where it's coming from the power source. The extension is going all the way across. There's so many wires. But power on, all of it are working. There's no issues and there's no flickering. That's why, like I said, I just want to make sure, like, even though it says 24 gauge wiring, I used at the 18 mark on my wire strippers. So that's pretty much of how you wire it, and you can definitely extend it, even though Govee says you shouldn't, but you definitely can, because I definitely did and it works. I use these Wago clips like I just showed you, and again, it's been running through all the weathers and all the seasons so far, and haven't had any issues. Again, they're not visibly exposed to water, but because they're tucked underneath the fascia. I'm gonna show you that. And basically, what you do, you go out and you mount it however you. I like a little template, basically the 2 inches away from the back of the roof. So I had a template to stick it up, and then as I was doing it, again, it comes with these anchors. Basically, you could use it. I just didn't like the screws because there weren't self-tappers, so I ended up just using self-tappers. Or you can use a nail gun if you have one, and basically just put this and shoot like a finishing nail or whatever into it. So now that I showed you on how to wire it, how it works, and basically the app is super easy. You basically download the Govee app, you add this model number, which is on the bottom back of the box, and connect it to a 2.4 Wi-Fi network, and it'll pick it up immediately. It'll tell you to press the power button on and off, and it'll add it. Super easy. And then I'm gonna show you on how the finished product looks. It's pretty cool outside. Just want to show you guys. So as we come outside, here is the Govee lights. So basically, oh, here we go. If we can get the camera to focus. So just have all of that. And again, the main thing is because of that roof pitch on both ends, which is why you want to run the extension. So that way it looks really clean and it looks really professional. Again, you can change the colors and you can change the themes all through the Govee app, and I'm gonna show you that inside the house. But basically what I did was in the attic, I had the power source and I fished it through where that from that corner, wrapped it around there, came back into there, and then this is the attic from the garage, and then from the garage I pulled the wire onto this end. From here, basically continued up, and then I did another extension from here all the way that goes from here to here, and I ran that on the underneath my shingles right over there. And basically it went continued up. There's another extension up here, goes up, there's another extension there, goes there, comes back down, there's another extension there, and then continued up, and there's another extension there, and finished off. And again, like, it looks really clean, looks really professional. And again, like, I'm really happy the way this turned out. And again, I'm sure you guys will love it too. Govee did a really good job creating this product, and especially with the different color schemes and all that stuff. I do want to just show you guys a quick sneak peek on that house over there. And again, it's a 2-story house, so like it's a little difficult, but as you see that house, like, I'm not gonna go over there, I don't want to expose them too much, but you can see they just had the wires just running on the edge of the house, on the side of the house, and it doesn't look as clean as how I did it. But last thing I wanted to just kind of show you is the Govee app, which is pretty cool. Again, like, I have numerous things of their tools, and I will show you that here later in the next video. So here's the outdoor lights. It'll connect to it. Cool. Once it's connected to it, you can adjust the brightness and everything like that. One thing I do tell you is, as I was connecting it, you want to go to the settings and make sure you choose the settings of number of segments, because you want to just go ahead and put it up to the 9th one. That way it has all the segments. I kept troubleshooting it because it had 3, 4 light up set marked, and half of them were not working. So I had to make sure that all the segments were connected and on. You can then choose you can have the music, you can have color, you can have scene. Scene is where all the festivals, holidays, everything is, like dance party, candle, all that, game day, different Christmas, Valentine's Day. But right now, after Christmas, we just have it on color, which is like the yellow, nice little lighting. And again, we just have that at 100% brightness. You can definitely change it up. You can go advanced and have different colors for different string. So really cool on how Govee has designed this. But again, that's basically it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash the subscribe button, like the video. And again, everything for the Govee product, everything that I used for today, it's gonna be down in the description, so please check that stuff out. And again, Govee really did a solid product on this, and really happy, and it turned out really amazing. Had it on for already before Christmas, had it on for Halloween, and it was amazing. Like, everyone kept questioning, everyone had so many questions for it. Everyone, my neighbors, there's a lot of people in the neighborhood who started copying us and did this, because again, it's all year round and you can do so many cool different settings. Our HOA loved it. So again, check it out down in the description. We'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.